It is another day of protests in the Albanian capital as people have hit the streets for a third day to oppose a luxury development project linked to Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. Police used water cannon and pepper spray attempting to push back crowds of demonstrators. Meanwhile, authorities insist that the planned resort will stimulate much-needed economic growth and create jobs. But protesters disagree, demanding the project be stopped, citing environmental concerns and accusing politicians of failing the country. And we spoke to an environmental activist who said that developers failed to obtain the necessary permits before bulldozing an untouched natural paradise, triggering outrage among Albanians.
But it's the destruction of a very unique and important landscape, not only on national scale, but also international scale. The project is planned in Vjosa Narka protected landscape, which is one of the last river deltas that is untouched and intact in the Mediterranean. So that's why we are opposing this project, that it's actually taking a big portion of this protected area. So Albania changed the law on protected area in 2024, and we now know why they changed it. The changes were included some amendments that said that if it's a resort with 5 stars or more, it can be constructed even in a core area of a protected area, so even in the strict zones. The construction there started without permission. They don't have a permit yet, they don't have an environmental impact assessment, there was no prior notification, no consultation, so we just had a lot of trucks and machineries, bulldozers going in the protected area, and then it was found out that, this is a project linked to Jared Kushner. And our requests have been clear: stop this project inside the protected area, because then it's not a protected area anymore.
Well, media reporting that Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner bought the island of Sazan for $1.4 billion, with another $4.7 billion agreement for part of a protected coastal landscape. The area serves as a refuge for many endangered species, and activists worry that the project will destroy the existing ecosystem. Meanwhile, Albania's government has championed the deal as a boost to its high-end tourism sector and an opportunity to support its hopes of joining the European Union. That's what it's all about, apparently. Well, let's cross live now to political analyst Nikola Vujanovic, now joining us here live and worldwide on RT International. It's great to get you on, Nick. Thanks very much for joining us, because Albania's government claims this resort, this high-end resort, will benefit the country's economy. Your thoughts on that, please, and any potential ramifications?
Yes, first of all, thank you for inviting me. Yes, it's a great investment for Albania, this sort of money and investment in tourism, because Albania is quite an undeveloped tourist country. But this has not a big thing about tourism or about environment. It's about Donald Trump. So it's Albania is becoming a battlefield between, from one side, Mr. Rama, who is prime minister with a great support to Donald Trump and having a side with Donald Trump in his peace talks in Gaza, and on the other side, other European countries that want that Donald Trump does not have effect in this region. So this is part of that battle. These protests are just a continuation of protests from last month in Tirana and all over Albania, because Mr. Rama has been accused of corruption, has been accused of authoritarianism, has been accused of destroying the opposition. So this is just one part of the very, very dynamic political sphere in Albania. And I must say, it's all about Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I understand that, the tentacles of big business find a way to get involved so that the average taxpayer, you and me, for example, those in Albania really have no choice about this. All you can do is protest and demonstrate. Meantime, the government thinks it's good for the economy. It's good for them to be with Trump. I mean, look, Jared Kushner, 45 years old. He's married to Ivanka Trump. They're worth a bloody fortune, OK? But why do you think that Jared Kushner chose Albania as the location for this super high-end luxury resort?
It's mainly, I believe, it's mainly because Albania is seen in the future as to be as one of the standing points of United States military activity in this region.
Yeah.
So the new ambassador in Albania is a man from secret services. It's a man with some very big war experience. So you see, Albania is one of the few countries in the world that supported this aggression towards Iran for more than United States did. So they have claimed that Iran is a terroristic country. They have Iran opposition on the Albanian soil. So that's the main point. Albania wants to be an ally to Donald Trump, wants to be ally to United States. So they are ready to give their natural resources to be an ally.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you. I mean, Albania isn't a geostrategically important location. I think you make a very, very good point there. As I understand, in 2024, the Albanian government changed the laws so these so-called protected areas could be developed to some degree. But do you think, I don't know, you're talking billions. We're talking billions of dollars involving billionaires who are family relatives of the U.S. president. Do you think any dollars have been floating into the government in Tirana to line the pockets of certain politicians? I don't know. I'm just thinking out of hand here. Do you think anyone's been bought and paid for?
I don't have any proof of that, but I would be surprised that there is no corruption, because a few months ago the deputy of Mr. Rama, Madam, one of the ministers, has been accused of corruption. Many other ministers, many other politicians from the Mr. Rama's party are accused of corruption. Even this project itself has been under the investigation of the anti-corruption institutions in Albania. So I don't have proof. If I say yes, that would be a lie, but I would be surprised that there is no corruption, because we have corruption everywhere. We have corruption in every single big business, and we know that.
Yeah. Just lastly, and I'll let you get out of here on this, but Nick, I'm very glad to get you on the program. It looks like a lot of people there in Albania are really angry. They're really frustrated about this, what's going to be a high-end luxury resort coming from the Trump family. Do you think there's any chance that the everyday taxpayers in Albania could be successful in stopping Jared Kushner's new multi-billion-dollar project in Albania?
Ordinary citizens, no. But we have already experienced that Mr. Kushner does not like this sort of publicity. So if this sort of publicity gets to him, he will leave Albania, as he had left Belgrade a few months ago when he wanted to develop one of the parts of Belgrade, but citizens protested vigorously for months, for weeks, and he said, okay, this is a bad PR, bad publicity, I don't want this, because he has, as you have mentioned, well, he's a billionaire, he has billions of investments, so he don't want that force, I don't know, for 1 billion to lose 10 billion somewhere else. And I must say, his money is not his money. It's not Donald Trump's money. It's, I don't know, Arab money. It's money of some investments that doesn't want like to be on the spotlight. And that's the issue. And that is why citizens have some sort of power to say, okay, this is not good. I want to say that, I don't know, Saudi Arabia money is here. Saudi Arabia does not respect human rights, does not respect rights of women. And that's a bad publicity, especially for United States, especially for Mr. Trump, and especially in this year of elections in November.
Yeah, exactly. And at the end of the day, big business rules the day, and it's always linked to geopoliticking. Nikola Vujanovic is a political analyst joining us live here on RT International. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for inviting me.